Today we're talking about no Epstein client list, CBC corruption, and a few more things. So welcome back to the Freedom Pines podcast. I'm your host, Jamie AB. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. So I just want to say, well, I'm not sorry for yesterday's video. I genuinely think that first of all, not a lot of people see those videos. For some reason, they don't get pushed out. I also know why. Okay, they're not fun to sit through. I would love to interview more, and once I get the software, more and more people about what their injuries look like, because a lot of people I genuinely have been so brainwashed into thinking that what happened to them is just normal. And when they watch my videos and they message me and they say, you know what, come to think of it, I have had these problems since 2021 and, have this epiphany because they've watched my videos. That is why I do those videos. So if you've watched that video from before, I know it's a hard watch, but thank you to everybody who watched it, and let's get into today's real topics. So I really cannot fathom how much they have fumbled the bag with Jeffrey Epstein and that client list, or literally anything that has to do with Jeffrey Epstein, and gaslighting us, like as if Trump on the campaign trail didn't say, yeah, I'll open that list. And then yesterday I saw a clip of him saying, why are people still worried about Jeffrey Epstein? We have other things going on. Okay, so why are you concerned about the immigration crisis then? Because we want crime, because Americans want crime and criminals, especially ones that hurt kids, out of the government and arrested. Especially because I'm assuming 50% of those people are Democrats, so it would be even better to have that client list out. People are wondering constantly what the connection is between Trump and all of these different things that he seems to be part of. Peter Thiel got J.D. Vance in there. Okay, I think that Trump's administration has been infiltrated, and that's just my opinion. I think there are things that they don't want him to talk about. This is definitely one of them. How can Ghislaine Maxwell be in jail right now? How was Jeffrey Epstein in jail if there was no client list? There absolutely was, okay? Here's the thing. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Instagram and Twitter used to be unchecked, unfettered. The amount of things that I have seen and had seen on those websites was astronomical. I deleted my Twitter in 2016 because I fell down the Jeffrey Epstein rabbit hole, okay? I knew it wasn't good for me mentally, but you want to know what I found? Okay, I found this one girl named Chandler Kendall. She had an Instagram, an open Instagram, where she took a picture of a security photo. It looked like she was in the security office of Epstein's Island. And I remember there being weird things in this picture, like a bed made out of concrete that looked like it was used for certain things, okay? I'm telling you, Podesta's Instagram used to be public, and I used to see these photos of these kids with their hands, cartoons, hands tied. So deeply disturbing. It happened during my schooling to go to school for a child and youth worker. So I was very alarmed, stopped going down the rabbit hole, and basically just looked away from everything, because I remember specifically in 2016 thinking, or 2015 thinking, I feel so bad for America because both of their, presidential candidates have been photographed with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, here's the thing. Canada had its chance to get rid of the guy who hangs out with Ghislaine Maxwell, but we didn't, okay? Anyways, I think more and more people are starting to lose faith in our government, and by doing this, I have not seen, and if you have seen them, let me know, a single conservative creator sticking up for this. Not but one. Not one. Not one. Okay? Why? Because we know it's absolute bullshit, and we have been begging them to make arrests of people who were on this client list for a super long time. So I would say Trump completely missed the bar on this. This is one of the biggest failures, and that I could see leading to the downfall of government as an entirety, because what are people going to do? Vote Democrat next time? I think people are going to realize more and more that we have more in common and that they've done so much to divide us. Now, keep in mind, I'm somebody who has been bullied by the left, okay? Completely ran through, just tell me not to lie to myself. I literally have to set boundaries for myself. I can't even look at normal YouTube comments or TikTok comments unless I know that I have the mental ability to look at those answers. And I would say 90% of the time, my comments are very, very nice, and I genuinely can't thank you guys enough. But for that 10% where people say the most out-of-pocket stuff, I've had leftists literally tell me that my grandma deserved to die. She was old anyways. She literally died 2 years later than her dad. Don't tell me that. The things that have been said to me have been ruthless. So, yeah. Anyways, we're moving on now. Just when I think that CBC can't get worse, someone gets fired from there because they basically admitted that they will not have conservative voices. So even if Pierre wanted to go on CBC, do you think they would have let him? Do you think they would have let him? I stand by 100% my video of talking about ethics and why there are no ethical standard of practice of journalism in Canada whatsoever, because most of our media is getting money from its own government. And I don't know what time in history I have to point back to the left to remind them that they are on the colonizer side currently, and that they've had the same government in